And women are definitely happier after divorce than men are, and that's what data shows, that women fare better.
Maybe financially, but emotionally, I don't think so.
I'm honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. Didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself, and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's, the tsunami is back. Like, it's just so hard, and like, I'm frustrated because I, got, my whole world got disheveled. I feel like he has moved on, and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which...
So why don't you do the same thing?
I don't want him to come back into my life, but it still just sucks, it's just so sad sometimes, and it's like so hard to have to learn how to do life by yourself again. Like, you don't have that person to call all the time, or that best friend to go do things with. And that's what scares me. I've never truly been alone and worked on myself, and I'm terrified of it.
Trust me, you'll be all right. Just keep in mind, you just said you don't want him back in your life, so quit crying and deal with it. I want to give a special thanks to Johnny T. Kennard and MLR for your generous contribution in supporting my channel. Please know that you are greatly appreciated.
And women are definitely happier after divorce than men are, and that's what data shows, that women fare better.
I'm having a bit of a tough day today, so I thought that I'd share that. Even though I'm the person who initiated the divorce, I'm feeling some jealousy because my ex is really out there working it. Not necessarily that he's looking for a girlfriend, but he's definitely working on building his social network, and that includes women.
This is a perfect example of they don't want you, but they don't want anybody else to have you either. And they don't want you to be happy once they get rid of you. See how they are?
And even though I don't want to be with him anymore in that way,
then why are you spending your time making this video?
It still triggers jealousy and pain.
So why don't you do the same thing he's doing and go get yourself a man?
I know he's suffering, and he's dealing with the rejection that he feels because I'm the one who is leaving.
Keep telling yourself that. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
And women are definitely happier after divorce than men are, and that's what data shows, that women fare better.
So we met in our early 20s, we got married at 27, and we did not have the connection and the chemistry that we should have, if that makes sense. In like the bedroom.
Yet you married him anyway.
And I married the nice guy, and he married the hot girl. And we were best friends. Got along so well. We did not fight. We got along so well. But after 14 years together, 12 years married, that lack of chemistry and connection became a huge hole in our marriage. And we filled it with other people. So it was just, our marriage had run its course, and we had our kids together, and that's awesome. And he's happily remarried, and that's great. And I'm happy for him.
And we're happy for him too. Now I know exactly why she can't function with this good guy. Listen to what she said right here.
We did not have the connection and the chemistry that we should have, if that makes sense. In like the bedroom. And I married the nice guy.
This is proof that once these get with the bad boy type of guy, the guys that treat them like trash, but she stays with them anyway, they can't function with a regular guy who's a nice guy who comes with no drama. Check out this video of the same lady telling us about the guys she dated in the past.
Better off to marry the nice guy, right? I had dated all the douchebags in my 20s and had my heart broken, so I was like, I'm gonna go with the nice guy.
See? Let them talk and they'll tell on themselves. She was so used to dating douchebags in her 20s that once she got a nice guy, she doesn't know how to function with him. This is why you have to be careful of the women that you date. They say a person's past doesn't matter. Oh, yes it does. Especially when it comes down to women who've dated a bunch of douchebags.
And to be perfectly honest, he'd been a nerd in high school. He'd never gotten the pretty girls. And I think he married me because I was beautiful. I am beautiful,
So she got all the attention from the douchebags and the good guys when she was in high school and in her 20s. She chose to run with the douchebag. So here's my question to her. Do you know that you've aged out now? Men aren't checking for you like they used to. You do not have the options that you used to have, sweetheart.
And we were best friends. Best friends. And that carried us along for a long time until it didn't.
And that's the woman's midlife crisis cry. She knows that she's running out of time, so she wants to get her back blown out the way the douchebag used to do it, and she's not getting it that way from the good guy. A commenter turned me on to a 6-part series on Netflix called FynestLyk. This is the perfect example of when a woman is being ran through by bad boys, that she will always long for that type of life, even if she ends up with the cream of the crop, high-earning guy who gives her everything that she could dream of. And now check this out. Here's another video of the same woman.
All right, here's a little story. Fellas, pay attention. So I don't just do hair, I actually own a salon. And one of my other stylists has a client, and every time she comes in to get her hair done, which isn't all the time, but it's often enough, her husband gets there hours before her to drop off a box of chocolates for her.
Now, wouldn't that be done by a good guy? Because the douchebag type of guys, they don't do that.
This man leaves his home, goes to the chocolate store, which is 2 doors down, buys this woman a box of chocolates, and drops him off at the salon. So when his wife gets there, her stylist presents her with a box of chocolates, and she gets her hair done. Now, I don't need you to be exclusive with me, but I'm looking for that level of commitment. I'm looking for a man who's gonna bring me chocolates to my hair appointment.
Do you hear her telling us the type of guy she's used to? She said you don't have to be exclusive with me. That means she's used to the bad boy running around with other women. However, she wants you to be so committed to her to bring her a box of chocolates on the day of her hair appointment. In other words, she wants the bad boy that acts like a good guy. There's no such man. Also, these women do not understand the level of work that a woman puts in with a man to make the man want to do this for her. They just want the man to cater to them, while the majority of them do nothing but get on a man's last nerves.
The most important person in my life. 40 years of sacrifice, 40 years of forgiveness. She taught me about faith, spirituality, love, real love, unwavering love. In spite of myself, I would not be alive without Pauletta Washington. I wouldn't be alive.
See, these women want a man to stand before the world and give praises to her like this, but they don't want to put in any of the work. Did you hear the attributes that Denzel spoke of while he was describing his wife Pauletta? Stop and think for a second. How many men you know personally speak highly of their wives like this? Very few.
Qualities that Denzel Washington mentioned that his wife has brought to his life. This is how I know that a lot of these women want the wedding and not the marriage. They want the perception. They want the idea. They want what it looked like. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do what it takes. And they for sure don't want to, have to have the humility to be with the person and be understanding, to go through the trials, the tribulations. They don't want that. They want this man to come into the situation just, singing their praises for stuff that they don't even do.
And not only did you just hear that from a woman, you heard it from a young woman. Shout out to Riva TV. She's doing her thing on YouTube. Be sure to go check out her channel, like and subscribe, because she's bringing the real deal. Congratulations, Riva, on reaching 127,000 subscribers. We're proud of you. And now, here's the same woman who got rid of her good guy boo-hooing again.
Always just trying to keep it real, and I'm not the lady who cries on TikTok, but sometimes being a single mom is hard because you don't have anybody else to rely on except for yourself.
I suggest you do a little bit more research into why so many women are realizing, oh, we don't need men.
And so my hot water heater went out, and I now have to miss my youngest son's flag football game, which I only get to go to every other week because I work on the weekends that I don't have them. And now I have to miss it because I have to stay home for a damn hot water heater to be installed. And it's just super frustrating at times because I'm the only adult in the house. And so now I have to leave him and go do that. And sometimes it's just hard to not have anybody to rely on.
I suggest you do a little bit more research into why so many women are realizing, oh, we don't need men.
That's right, you don't need men, because that's what you've been telling us for the longest time. When my water heater went out, I went out and bought another one, and I changed it out when I had time to do so. So if I had a kid that had a game that was going on, I would have changed out the water heater whenever I had time. I have a question though. When the person came out to change our water heater, was it a man or was it a woman?
And women are definitely happier after divorce than men are, and that's what data shows, that women fare better.
My boyfriend of 2 years moved out 10 days ago, and I'm just really feeling really sad today. I miss him so much, and I know that I'm so sad. And I wish I could be mad at him. It would make it so much easier, but I can't. There's no anger, there's only love. And it's excruciating. It's so hard. I miss him so much. So I'm getting a divorce.
Her video was approximately 6 minutes long, and she sat there staring into space and sighing like she just did half the time. Well, let's move on, because I don't want to torture you with this one.
6 months ago today, I had no idea my world was about to change. I wish I could say that all okay now. All I can do is hope that another 6 months feels good. I did all the right things.
Sure, you did all the right things. See how they never admit doing anything wrong? Now let's go talk to him and see what he says.
I'm just tired. I don't know what to do next. I mean, I have options. I'm safe, I'm fine. This isn't a pity thing. I promise I don't need to be rescued.
So you have options, you're fine, you don't need to be pitied, nor do you need to be saved. Then why the hell are you making this video crying about being divorced?
And women are definitely happier after divorce than men are, and that's what data shows, that women fare better.
So if this is true, why are women going on social media crying about getting divorced in record numbers? Oh, and by the way, we already know the statistics that 80% of women are filing for divorce, not men. So my last question to end this video is this. Out of the 80% of women who are filing for divorce, are the majority of those husbands at fault for the reason the wives are leaving?
Disregarding exceptional reasons such as real abuse, the fact is 80% of women are the ones ending marriages, 90% if they have a degree. Now, I've known about this statistic way before Jordan Peterson started popping off, and unfortunately it was due to my own research because I saw how many of my female friends were leaving their husbands. I'm very tired of this victim mentality that has manifested within the female realm. It is hard for me to have empathy for single divorced moms when 90% of the time they are at fault for it. It is completely self-inflicted. I'm also coming from a place of self-critique because, believe it or not, just like every woman in America, I have succumbed to some of those thoughts. But we listen to social media and mass media and we tell ourselves that there's someone else there that's going to treat us even better, and we neglect the other party, which is our husbands, and then all the children that are involved as well. Oh, but let's not forget the vows you took. You cannot discredit my theory of prioritizing a family first and then working on a career, all because you have women that fall in that 90% category that left their husbands. Now just wait for this comment section to blow up on all the women that tell me they are the exception, that 90% are leaving because the men are so terrible.
And there you have it. A lot of these women are the reason their marriages are not working. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
Is there one thing you regret out of your life?
Getting married.
Why was that a bad choice in your opinion?
I'm divorced now. She got half.
She got half? Oh my God.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.